Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Last Minute Rundown. I'm Deviant Dario,
I'm Infinite One.
and tonight we're going to be talking about the Winter Soldier. And my God, I've been waiting for this matchup for a while, and I know a lot of you have. Oh my God. So,
Bucky Barnes.
oh God, he's such a badass. All right, and before I fangirl over this, let's talk about him. We're gonna try to keep this extra short and that there's really very little to talk about with him. It's not like one of our usual guys who have all these superpowers. He's pretty much armed to the teeth with some stuff, and he's ready to go. And let's see what he's armed with. From what I've noticed from the movies and what I could find, his most heavily used and preferred weapon is the M249 saw, which is basically a kick-ass light machine gun. But the difference is most light machine guns use like a drum to feed their ammo. He actually uses a straight up mag, and for those of you who know how that works, I know that sounds really stupid because normally that type of thing would jam, especially being a 100 round casket magazine. But for the sake, it just works, and he never misses, and it's Winter Soldier.
There hasn't been any instances of where it jams or messes up on him, so I guess it's like modded for him for it to work.
Yeah, and for all we know, I'm sure Sherry looked at it and thought the same thing. It's like, there you go, now it won't jam.
Yeah.
And also to bring her up, originally he did have his original arm, metallic arm that he got from the Soviets and Hydra technology, but it was destroyed by Iron Man. We don't know if fully destroyed or there was some a little bit left for them to scavenge. Regardless, it was useless. So I would imagine Siri would have is the one who designed his new one because at the end of which movie was it? It was an end credit scene where he gets his new arm. I
It
forget.
was Black Panther.
Black Panther. Thank you. At the end of Black Panther, he gets the new arm from them. With what was it? It
Oh
was
no, he
vibranium, right?
gets no, he gets the new arm in Infinity War. I'm sorry.
Okay, he gets the new arm at the end of that, but
No,
and
not at the end. Like towards the beginning
well,
or
yeah,
middle.
he gets in the movie and he utilizes it. And what's different about this one from his old one? This one is made out of vibranium, which is what their whole what Wakanda society is based off of. And if you remember, it's literally the most powerful, or not the most powerful, the strongest known metal on the planet. Disregarding what Wolverine's
Antimantium.
adamantium, but that's a whole nother story. That being said, it's still tough. And what else can it do? Oh yeah, the arm is able to regenerate itself, or at least reshape itself, which it has kind of shown. It did like a little Terminator liquid kind of thing, but in like nano form. And what else?
It's an EMP.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's literally an EMP. I'm not sure if they carry that over to the for the new arm, but I can imagine why not.
Imagine it would. I mean, it's probably a better version of whatever arm he had at that point. He probably knew what the arm was, so they probably threw it in there.
And
They put
they've
everything they
already
can think about
yeah, and plus they've
into.
already shown that they do have the technology to use that. Black Panther literally used EMP grenades on
Speed. Yeah.
in the movie, so I imagine they just give him one recharging one.
Hmm.
And
So go ahead.
and also another interesting thing for this version, I mean, this is more based off the comics, but I imagine they would probably do the same thing. He actually has a computer chip into well, I guess into his brain or spine or whatever, where he's actually able to communicate with it and actually control it if it was ever detached, and he can basically just use it like a severed controllable arm and then reattach it with ease.
Again, we don't know if that's the old arm because there's no instance of him doing that with the vibranium arm,
True.
which is probably and that's probably the whole reason why they took him to Wakanda is to fix that
Yeah.
chip if that was found from Hydra.
Oh yeah, true. That could be also part of the brainwashing shit with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he would over time he would start to remember things, and the Soviets would, as he would remember, the Soviets would re-brainwash him, freeze him in between missions, let him out, and then re-brainwash him. It's rinse and repeat with him.
Yeah, so they can avoid incident. Well, eventually there was an incident.
Well, he's skilled in many military weapons, as we mentioned. I believe it's the comics, because I didn't see it in the movie, if I can remember offhand. Throwing knives and a gifted advanced scout, expert assassin and spy. I forget how many languages it said he was fluent in: Spanish, Portuguese, German, Russian, Latin, Japanese, and he understands French.
All right, but not as much in speaking it, I guess. I guess
I
that's
guess
kind
I,
of
I guess
vague,
not. Yeah,
random.
that's why I was like, all right. Um, we
He
talked about the arm already.
um
Superhuman strength and enhanced reaction time with that. I don't know if that's just the arm itself or that's just like him in general. I forgot to
all right.
side note that.
Yeah, but combat wise, hand to hand combat wise, he knows a lot. Cause I know you mentioned the knife fighting, and knife throwing before, but let's see. Let's see what we got a list here of. He knows karate, basic combat gymnastics, a jujitsu, wrestling, judo, and what else? And that's just from being with the army,
Mm,
the U.S. Army, and then
That's
eventually.
not counting Soviets.
Yeah, and then once the Soviets got a hold of him, they forget it. He
He,
learned even more crazy stuff. He knows Sistema, Sambo, Eskrima, Ajit-Jujitsu. Excuse me if I pronounce one of those wrong. I apologize. Ninjutsu, Hapkido, and what else? Han- uh, Forgive me. I just lost my place.
Shadow, Clone Jutsu, Ninjutsu.
You want that, don't you?
Kind of. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sure next time Comic Con's ever open, we'll find one guy dressed up as him doing that.
Well, we need three.
Fair point.
Anyway,
Um.
energy projection and holographic projector. Apparently, he has in the comics.
All right. Well, we can definitely mess around with heavy technology
They're
like that.
more than likely using the comic version because
I mean, they could. I can't see why not, because they did with Iron Man and everyone else.
yeah, and they can get more out of the comics than they can in the movies
Yeah.
because he's only in like one, two, three, maybe four movies max.
Yeah, and they really didn't utilize him that much because he was the villain in one, and then the rest he was basically the side character. Well, excluding I mean, let's see. The first one he was mainly the villain, and then Civil War it was
They were
half
fighting
him.
over,
They were
yeah,
looking for him and then fighting him,
and then
and then he was basically
Infinity
the
and
side guy,
Endgame was just yeah,
and then he got snapped.
and then he came back.
Yay! And now he's gonna have
But
his own show.
in the comics, he does become Captain America as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they.
What I don't think they'll go that far with it.
Yeah, because they
They'll
already literally
probably
said
they'll
that
probably
Falcon's gonna be it.
they'll probably use the movie 8-bit movie version of him or something like that for this fight. So, but as if they do happen to go with the comics way, and he is the Captain America version. He has a vibranium shield, and he wears shock absorbing a costume.
Okay. All right. I don't really have much to really add on him. We pretty much gone through
Yeah,
much we know about his weaponry. It's
because
mainly
he's
going to
not
be
like
his
he's
arm, his light machine gun saw. That's definitely going to be his main weapon.
it's his
Um,
go-to.
his go-to. Also, if anything, he'll have a Glock 17, or if anything, based off his Russian weaponry, Scorpion submachine gun sidearm.
Probably.
Some explosives, definitely a grenade launcher. He's gonna make things go boom.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess that's really it with him. Aside from his arm and the main weaponry, he's pretty much a walking machine.
Yeah.
And he definitely gave Captain America and a few other people up his scale a run for their money. So we know
I
he
forget
can.
how many confirmed kills he has. I can't remember the exact number.
A
How?
hundred known confirmed assassinations just with as Winter Soldier alone,
Mm,
and with Bucky in the army, I'm sure maybe like a couple dozen, maybe more.
maybe.
'Cause, I mean, they're all Nazis, so. So yeah, he
I
definitely
didn't.
has a decent kill count, probably around the 200 mark.
Yeah, and his backstory was he was in the army. He grew up with Steve. He
Yeah,
grew up with Captain America pretty much,
yeah.
and
They were basically brothers.
yeah. So they got separated when the plane crashed,
Yeah.
and
Well, one version is the plane, comic version is the plane, and the movie is the train. Just so no one's confused with what we're talking about.
I'm pretty sure they used the plane in the movie too. I'm like 99% sure it
No,
was
in the
a
movie
plane.
it was a train. Trust me, I that was when I first really started focusing because I thought it was a train. Then I looked at the comic and it was a plane.
Huh.
Someone write in the comics if I'm right or not. I guess that's really it.
Yeah, that's all I really have.
All right, so that's enough on Winter Soldier, and next time we're gonna be talking about his opponent, Red Hood. All right, so thank you for coming. I'm Deviant Dario,
An Infinite One.
and you have a wonderful night.
Yeah.